Craig.
Hello.
Hi, Craig.
Hi.
Nice to see you.
Nice
Come on
to
in
see you.
here.
Great. Okay.
We're just sitting around trying to get it all done to hurry.
Right, I understand. So tell me what you're writing about on this new album.
Well, now I have written, like I say, there's 15 songs so far on this CD, and all but two I wrote. I did the two outside songs I did are "If," the Bread song, "If a Picture Paints 1,000 Words." Did that kind of up-tempo, bluegrassy, but it turned out really nice, sort of in the way I did the "I Get a Kick Out of You."
Right.
And then we did "Stairway to Heaven," which I did. I've always loved that song, and I sort of what I did with "Shine" on the last album.
Right.
Kind of, we can take those songs and kind of grass them a little bit, bluegrass them a little bit, and it turned out really nice. The others, though, are songs that I have written about just life. One's called "What a Heartache You Turned Out to Be." One's called "Halos and Horns," which is the title of the CD, and it's really about, it's like how we struggle through life. And halos and horns, we make our mistakes, we stumble, we fall, we ask God to forgive us, and then we go back to just trying to be people, trying to do good, trying to, and then there's just several different kinds of, there's some bluegrass things on there that really, that just kind of talk about life. So like I say, there's about 5 inspirational pieces in the album, and then the others are just life things.
So why do you think mountain culture is becoming increasingly popular, like with your albums and the Oh Brothers success, and they're using bluegrass on advertisements now? Why do you think?
Well, I think people just kind of like getting back to basics, and life's going so crazy. I think the more people can feel like they can be anchored in the earth and more natural things, I think they're longing for that. And I just think, and it's the simplicity of it. Things can get so outdone with all the big productions. You don't know the country from the pop, from the rock, but you still can tell that, there's that simple part of that mountain music and bluegrass. And it's just got a great sound. It's just been long past due, I think, for bluegrass to rise to, to the occasion. It's always been very popular with the people that have followed. It's like a cult following.
Yeah, definitely.
But now it's, I think people are just getting into it, and it's a refreshing sound to it.
Well, you seem so interesting because you're from here and you obviously love the mountains and everything. But I get the sense that you couldn't have lived here all your life. That you kind of felt like you had to get away to make a name for yourself.
Yeah, I did. I couldn't have lived anywhere all my life. Even Nashville, I love. That's been like my second home, or actually my first in many ways because of the music. My music was so, but this is my heart home here in East Tennessee. And Nashville's my music home, but then I have homes in L.A., in New York, and I mean, the whole world is my home. It's like,
why is that? Like,
home is anywhere I hang my dreams. Well, because I feel like I'm part of everything, and I want to be part of everything and everybody. And I just love to travel. I'm a true American gypsy. I just I love hotel rooms. I love traveling on the bus. I love riding in a car. I just love rolling on. I think it's just because my mind, is always active, and I'm very creative, and I just like to get out and experience things in order to be able to write about it and feel it, in order to feel like I can do it. But this is like a place of anchor to me where I come back to restore, and I can be anywhere in the world, overseas or anything, and all I have to do is just kind of close my eyes, and I can always go home and be right here, whether I'm physically here or not. Emotionally, I'm always where I need to be.
And what are your thoughts on the country world now? Because you paved the way for all of the mainstream success that a lot of people are having now, but then at the same time, country radio has in many ways closed its doors to your new music and stuff. So,
well, I think that's just called change and progress and time. And I was very fortunate that I had a great career long before they closed any doors on me.
Right.
But it's like after a while, you got to close some doors on some people to open some for the others. So I don't begrudge the success of any of the new people. But I'm not done with them yet. They're going to have to start playing my stuff now that we're doing this other, and there's such a push on this bluegrass and all. They'll start playing us again, I think. But even if they don't, I'm loving doing the music. And, like I say, I have no regrets at all. But I just feel like I've been such a lucky person. I've just got to, here at my age, I'm still getting to do it and have new and fresh success with this. It's a good feeling to be put in the Hall of Fame and still be able to, to be out there. And I feel like I'm just starting my career every day.
Right. So who do you like out there now?
Well, I like a lot of the new people. I mean, I don't really listen to anybody that much. I mean, I'm too busy, to be honest with you. A lot of the stuff that I listen to is still the old stuff I listened to years ago. But I love Alison Krauss, of course. Of course, I'm crazy about Ricky Skaggs and those people, and Leanne Womack, and and I love Faith's records. It's like I think they're all doing great. I just have my favorites, Alison being definitely one of them. And so I just, like I say, I just like music, period. Whether it's from the rock world, that's why I love doing Stairway and Shine. It's like I've loved all this music all these years. So now with this new outlet, with my new band, which we're calling the Blue Meeks,
Right.
and I'm going back on the road, so I'll be able to really get to do a lot of the favorite songs I've had from other worlds that, before you just didn't want to touch it. But now, since ain't nobody paying my bills, I'm on my own label, I ain't having to answer to no managers, no record labels, no heads of this and that. I am the head of it. So it's like, and I just pay for it myself. And if it does good, great.
Right.
If it don't, I will have expressed myself musically because music is still my first love. And even with all the business things and all, I still, I'm a singer and a musician and a writer.
I read somewhere that, I don't know if this is true or not, but that you had Cherokee heritage. And that
Yes, my mother's people. I have
okay.
a lot of Cherokee blood. In fact, my mother's people look very, my mother's got the high cheekbones, they're dark. But yeah, that's from my mom's side of the family. My dad's people are Irish and English with the blue eyes and the blonde hair. So we got a good mixture. But several of my brothers and sisters look very Cherokee.
Wow. Has there been any desire to reach out of that culture or do any of those?
Oh
things?
yeah,
I
do write some. Yeah, I have friends. We have. Of course, we live right across. From. Are you in?
No, I was just fascinated by it because I'd never read it anywhere.
Yeah, well, it's. But yeah, I'm very interested in all that. We're not like. We're not like full-blooded or anything, but we've always, stayed close. We have a lot, for the Cherokee, and I love that. And I write some things, that have kind of have that flavor. And eventually I'll get around to some of that.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right.